What's up, guys? I am joined by Marc Diakiese, who is on the eve of his Bellator debut, Bellator slash PFL debut. I know you've officially signed with PFL, Marc. You're getting set to fight Tim Wilde at Bellator Champion Series in London this week. This will be the first time we've seen you in the cage in, I think, about 10 months. Are you excited to get back at that?
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's been a while, long break, so I'm looking forward to being out there and performing in front of the Bellator crowd.
And talk to me about this opponent you have in front of you, Tim Wilde. He's a seasoned veteran. He's around the game a long time. And I know he's coming off a loss, but prior to that, he was on a hell of a winning streak. So, he's been a bit of an obstacle for a lot of the fighters in the in the Bellator lightweight division over the last while. How do you see yourself matching up against Tim Wilde?
I mean, since my last fight, I think I'm just more excited. I feel like I've got the right opponent. Because I know everyone think oh, it's because out of UFC is go easy fight outside the UFC. No, I mean, to me, I see everybody the same. It depends just who you are, and I believe Tim is very tricky opponent. It moves around well, and if you let him, you allow him, it will jab you through and win the fight like down points, and which I'm looking forward to. So I'm gonna try and go out there and put him out.
Yeah, so the objective here in this fight is to sort of just invade that space in front of him and not let him get into his flow and really bring the fight to him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also a fighter. If you let me give me space, I'll do some crazy stuff. So it's entirely up to him. But I just feel like all around, to be honest, I'm a better fighter all around. But it will give me some trouble. He will test my skills. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Excellent. And it is quite a high platform, quite a large platform for you. A big show in London, beautiful arena. We spoke about how the time in time since your last fight. Let's talk about the transition and the decision to maybe sign with the PFL. I know you've spoken before about the fact that going into the tournament is going to give you the opportunity to be more active and things like that. Talk to me about how difficult or hard that process was. Was there an offer on the table from the UFC, for example, to stay with them? And what was your thought process, and how did you end up signing with the PFL?
So obviously I had a fight in Brazil. I had a fight in Brazil. So I was meant to have an offer on the table, but then I was promised the Manchester card, and for some reason I was getting sent to Vegas, and obviously I couldn't. And after that, I was just on the air, not knowing what's happening. And I was a free agent, so I was looking around. And PFL has always been good to me. As soon as I contacted them, they knew I was straight away. They were happy to sign me straight up. So my head coach, Sadibu. Sadibu fights for them already. My head coach trains with Sadibu. So me seeing what they're doing, the platform, what they're offering the fighters, I was more than happy. Even Francis Ngannou, I've spoken about PFL before. So I was happy to just go. Because I know they'll keep me busy, they'll give me the platform. And as a fighter, really, that's what I need,
Yeah, and the rumors are that you're going to be part of the $1 million tournament next year. Is that right?
Yes.
That's a really
Can't go wrong.
that's an enticing carrot on the end of the stick, isn't it? That obviously the opportunity to win so much money, but the level of competition and the frequency of competition that tournament will bring is amazing.
It's very good, very good. There's some tough guys out there that I'm gonna be testing myself with, but I also feel like me as a fighter, but I've got good fight, but I feel like I bring in totally different style. I bring a bit of entertainment. I'm gonna pull showcase. I'm not just there to win $1 million, but I also want to showcase my skills. As a fighter, I feel like I've evolved quite a lot. You said 10 months. I've been off, so all that time I knew I meant to be fighting. So I've been in a gym training and get myself better. And my wrestling, my grappling, everything is come together nicely. And I feel like I'm at that age and my peak now, where I feel like if you give them that stage to stay busy, to stay on fans' eyes, to stay out there. For me, it makes sense.
Yeah, and we spoke about the tournament and the level of competition that you'll face. There's not many names that are. Well, I don't think there's anyone officially confirmed to be in it, but we can assume that there's going to be, some very high level opponents there for you to showcase your skills against. Paul Hughes is one of the fighters that's come out and previously said that he's most likely going to be a part of that next year. Paul is, he's been in your position here, making the Bellator debut with an eye on going forward into that PFL $1 million tournament. What do you make of him as a fighter and a potential opponent further down the line?
I'll be honest. It sounds crazy. I've been biased. I've never really watched Paul, and I don't know much of him. So, but this is, I think, the third time his name came up. So I better start keeping an eye on him. I'll be honest. I've not really watched him or anything.
Another fighter at 155 pounds in Bellator, where you're fighting this weekend, was fighting last week, Usman Nurmagomedov. Did you happen to track down any of that fight?
Or is it the Bellator you mean this weekend?
The San Diego event that just took place. The lightweight champ, Usman Nurmagomedov.
Yeah. That's fine. We'll go. We'll go and fight. I faced all the Russians already. I feel like I can wrestle. It doesn't really bother me. So we'll go. I'm always looking forward to testing myself, but I feel like I've got all the tools that a fighter needs to win that tournament.
Do you have anyone specific that you would like to see yourself lined up against in that first tournament fight? Is there anyone that you'd really want to make a statement against?
Let's see. I know who's out there. Yeah, I know. But let's see. I've got my eyes on Tim Wilde right now. I think get him out of the way, and then we'll look after that. But right now, I'm just focused on Tim.
And obviously then you've got, this fight is taking place now and the tournament doesn't start until a few months into 2025. Do you think there's a window there for you to get one more fight in, maybe in a Bellator or a PFL, just a showcase fight, given that you've had a bit of a window off? Would it be an idea for you to maybe squeeze in one more?
For sure, if you allow me, for sure. I feel I need to be busy. I just want to fight. I do it full time and I enjoy fighting. So I feel as long as they're offering me fights out there, I'll take it. And after this fight, we'll still got a couple of months till next year. So it would be nice to get one more in so I can really rest.
Yeah, and you were talking there about you training during your time off and developing your skill set and your grappling, working very hard. I know you're a very accomplished wrestler. You had a submission grappling match against Benoit Denis. How was that experience?
Yeah. It was good. I thought when we say grappling, I feel like, it's like a small event. You go like you go to meet up in a little hall, you grapple. And I got there, I was the main event. It was a big show. I was like, okay, I'm here for a show. But could have told me, could have given me enough time to prepare for this. I feel like if I was given more time, I would have beaten him. But it was like on 10 days notice. And I think I did pretty good, I got pretty good feedback from it. And I'm looking forward to putting on this fight as well.
Excellent. Well, that's all we got for you today, Marc. Thanks so much for your time. I'll probably see you this weekend at the fight, brother.
Thank you. I'll see you there.
Take care.